Oh shoot! It says we're live. That's right.
Oh, it's good to
Cool.
see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. You got the new mic. It sounds absolutely great.
I do have a new.
Let me mute that. There we go. Uh-oh. What happened? I lost you.
That's because I hit the mute button by accident.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. So today we have Greg with Mastersonswax Car Care. He is sitting backstage at the moment. He can see us, but he can't see everybody yet. He's chowing down some French fries. He's been moving all day into his new mansion he just got. He's got like this. He was telling me he's got this backyard, but it's got this infinity pool that overlooks LA.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. You had me going.
I have an echo, Mike. Oh, I have an echo. Uh-oh. Let me fix this.
I'm not hearing it. I'm not picking up an echo.
Yeah, the echo. Let me try that. All right, is that better? Nope. Come on, hell. Well, I'll try to.
You keep. Well, that was.
No?
Oh, you got two devices going now or something.
No, I know what I did though. Let me see. Audio. Echo.
Yeah, that's much better.
All right. Let's try that then. All right.
Hopefully, it's not my new mic that's messing up the system.
I'm not new. I've been here. So we got Keith, D&D Otto, Humberto, Chris Murphy. I hear Rick in the background. Yep, Rick's always here in the background.
What do they mean by I hear Rick in the background? In a bad way?
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of funny because I hear you just fine. We've been backstage for a while. Oh, damn fly. For a while, everything was fine.
How's my audio, everyone?
Yeah, let's get Rick check. Rick check 1 2.
Rick check 1 2. Rick check. Echoing. Why don't I... Maybe I'll go back to my old mic.
No. I'm going to... Hold on. Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, that's way worse.
Rick is good. Mike has the echo.
Oh.
Bear with us, everybody. While Mike's playing around with that, I'll let everyone know I've had a heck of a week. Been working hard on report cards. Haven't been able to watch anyone's videos. Haven't been able to put out any videos. But my summer holidays start on Thursday next week.
Nice.
Oh, man, I'm excited and tired.
Great. Then you're on, what, a 6-week break?
That's right.
Nice.
6 weeks, 6 projects. That's what I'm doing this summer.
What cars you got up first?
BMW M2 starting next weekend. Full paint correction, ceramic coating, the whole works. Yeah, you're muted now.
There we go. I unplugged myself.
Well, what do you say, Mike? Should we get going?
Yeah, we can. Let's see. Well, I still see some French fries going down, so let's kill a few more minutes.
I'm still seeing an echo. Keith says, still hearing an echo.
Shit. Let me see if I can. When I go to my settings, I don't see nothing wrong though. Which is weird. Is that better? Nope. Okay. How's that? Did my echo go away? Because I don't hear the echo no more. Hello? Uh-oh. Now I can't hear nothing.
No, I think that's better, Mike, because I'm listening on my phone, and all of a sudden the echo was gone.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I did a couple of clicks in the settings, and it's good. Cool.
It's like it's the first time we did this.
Yeah, I know, huh? I don't know what's the problem. And it's, you know what's the weirdest thing is, I don't change my settings. I just literally come from upstairs, downstairs, plug it in, and
All right, well, listen up. The guest we have today is Greg Masterson, and I remember watching videos of Greg. We're probably talking 8 or 10 years ago. He's a bit of a famous face.
Yes.
I don't know how you get these famous people, Mike, but I don't know what you're doing, but it's working. So I'm very excited to bring him in. Should we bring him in?
Sure.
Joe says it's still echoing, but we're going to keep going with it because we got no other choice. Let's bring in Greg. There he is. Hey, Greg.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
Well, now that we got those glitches worked out a little bit, we're doing a bit better. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for having me on the live stream today.
Oh, our pleasure, man. This is kind of surreal talking to you because, like I said, back when you were backstage, I remember watching videos you were putting out back in the day. Really helped me get in, stoke that passion for detailing. So I got to thank you.
Well, thank you very much for following, man. I appreciate it. We do a lot of good videos. I like to produce a lot of great videos, and one of my passions is I love producing great information for success. Information that someone can take, turn into a business, take their hobby, maybe take it to the next level. Things like that really make me going, man.
No kidding. So, Joe's just like me. Loves your videos, like a lot of the people here.
Yeah.
I know you guys got a lot of people watching. How many people do you have on live stream today?
Well, good.
I think we're at 15, but they're still rolling in though. It keeps jumping up and down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
We definitely got the cool kids, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, we got our normal ones. They're all here.
Yeah, that's good. So, thank you very much for inviting me on. So, Rick, you're a teacher. You work in education.
That is correct. I am at the end of the school year, and I'm up here in Canada, and we go right to the end of June. I think you guys are already on summer holidays, your kids. It's been a busy week for me, but you know what? I've been looking forward to this live stream, getting to know you, Greg, getting to know more about Mastersons. And one way we do that is by cultivating a list of 10 questions. Nothing controversial, or, not too controversial. We're not going to talk about the afterlife or those kind of things, but
I like to talk about everything. I like having a podcast because it's great having people that have great conversations on podcasts. So live stream really does help everything out.
Exactly, and that's our aim. So some of these questions we ask frequent visitors, and others have been created just for you tonight. So I was wondering if you're okay with it, maybe we could start with number 1 right now.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead. Actually, all right. I think you sent me the questions, but I think
no one sent you these questions.
Oh, no,
did you, Mike?
Okay.
No.
Okay. I think I made you a
but I know you hadn't been ready, and then my Friday was super busy, and I totally forgot. I was supposed to even call him yesterday, and I totally forgot. And I woke up this morning, it was like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, shit, I'm just going to text him because I'm not going to call this early.
Yeah, man. It's been a pretty busy actually last about 4 or 5 months for me. It's been extremely busy. I've actually been working like 14-hour days nonstop for like 4 months because we've been just expanding the Mastersons Car Care brand, the brand where I work at here. We've just been expanding so much, and we've actually just finished building a new 20,000 square foot new warehouse to ship to all of our customers, and then also a new training facility and a detailing superstore all in one location. So we're able to consolidate a lot of our stuff in one location, and it just took us a long time to build from scratch. And then to top it off, this week I actually had to move. To a new house, and mainly the reason is because I believe you have to make big changes and you have to go on a long-term plan. So the economy right now, everything is very expensive. Inflation is very high. I live in California. It's the highest gas price in the United States or in North America right now. It's extremely high. Just the gas station around my house is $7 a gallon. Very expensive. So I actually just decided to just take a move and just move like 5-10 minutes from my warehouse. So it gives me more time to work, less commute, more time to focus on life, and also more time to focus on work as well. So it's been a very busy time, as you can see.
Well, we Really appreciate you taking the time out. I bet there's 100 things you could be doing right now besides spending it with us. We really value it. Let's go to question number 1. Let's get this party started here. So they're sort of phrased as statements that you complete. So my connection to detailing stems back to, and then you take it from here.
Okay. You want to do it? My connection to
You go for it. Where's your detailing stem back to?
My detailing stems back to just really being young, really wanting to have a great looking car and having no money. See, when you're young, you got all the time in the world and you have no money. If I'm echoing, guys, let me know about that. I'll try to fix it. I think it's coming through another.
I'm hearing it okay.
Okay, cool.
There is a slight echo. I am seeing that popping up in the comments.
Yeah, so my connection to detailing, it just stems back to being young, having a lot of time, and no money. When you're young, that's what you have. You have unlimited time and no money. And then when you get older, you have a lot of money and no time. It's like an exact flip. So I feel like detailing is a great thing to do to work on cars and be in that car passion without having to spend a lot of money to be in that passion. I feel like automobiles by themselves, very expensive hobby, extremely expensive. You spend a lot of money on parts, cars, going places. But I feel like detailing is one of those things that you could do. You could be working on your car, and you're really spending like no money. You're spending very.
No, that's very interesting. I remember, same for me, exact same story. I had a car, and that's about all I could afford. But I could afford $20 here or there to go to the local, auto parts store to get a product and come home and make my car look good. And that's definitely where mine stems from too. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's Papa Smurfs. Papa Smurfs just popped in. He says,
"He's got the birthday dinner going on."
Happy birthday, Papa! Ooh, that was a big echo. What happened there?
I tried to turn on echo cancellation.
It went the other way.
I know, right?
All right, question number 2. Statement number 2, I guess. So talk to us about your primary role at Mastersons Car Care. What is it?
Oh, that's a good question. So my primary role here, my role here is creative director. And what I do is I work with a team of people here at Mastersons Car Care, and we develop new and exciting products to release out there on the line. And the cool thing about Mastersons Car Care is we move really fast. So if we have a new idea for a product, and we can develop that product with the chemical or the accessory and all the marketing and everything very quickly. From idea to production, we can have a new product out in 90 days. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, and so other companies, like, just example, 3M becomes a gigantic corporation. It's a gigantic machine, right? For them to develop a product, it may take them years to get that going because of the speed that they work. It's a little bit slower because they're so big. I like to talk, when I talk to people about companies, I like to say there's 2 types of companies. You're either really big, you're like a giant, but what's the downside to being a giant? You're slow. You can't move fast. Can an elephant go fast? No, it's going to keep going. It's going to plow through stuff, but it's not going to be fast. That's how a big company is.
Yeah.
Smaller companies, a little bit like us, and we're not like a super small company. We're not like a giant, huge conglomerate like 3M. But when you're a smaller company, you have that advantage to move fast. You can do things fast. You can make things fast. And one of those things I like to tell people about is back in 2020. Back in 2020, when the pandemic happened, we were actually one of the first companies, one of the first 2 companies to release hand sanitizer out there on the market. And what happened was during 2020, everything just shut down. And I heard that there was a need for hand sanitizer. And so we actually had the capability just to stop making detailing products and use that whole line of production to make hand sanitizer. We have all the chemicals, we have all the resources, we have all the machinery, we have everything. So we just shut down manufacturing detailing supplies. We manufactured hand sanitizer for like 3 months. And we sold that hand sanitizer everywhere to everybody, to hospitals, to police officers. I mean, around the world, we were shipping hand sanitizer. And the only reason we were able to do that is because we were able to pivot so fast and make hand sanitizer that quick. So things like that could happen. Other companies weren't able to hop on.
That's an interesting point. Being in education, I work at a charter school up here in Canada, and we have a similar metaphor that we use. We're kind of like a speedboat, whereas the large public board in our city is more like a warship, like a cruise ship. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you can pivot a lot quicker when there's less people and less layers of basically red tape, right? And bureaucracy.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So you are rapidly coming up with the ideas and getting these products to market. And have you done a recent one? Is there something new that actually, you know what? Can we hold on to that? I have a question coming up later that probably goes right to that. Okay, thanks. Let's go to this one. So when I am not busy with detailing and supporting the brand, where can we find you? What do you like to do?
Nope, you muted.
Can't hear you. Did we hit the mute button? There we go.
You hear me now?
Can. Yes. Perfect.
Still an echo.
Darn.
I know. I was actually trying to mess. One second. No, I tried both mics, but it's all right. Yeah, we'll keep going. When I'm not busy detailing and supporting the brand, you can really find me riding motorcycles. It's something I just really love doing. I love motorcycles, and as expensive as everything gets, I start loving motorcycles more. Like I just love being able to just get on a machine, put like $10 in gas in, and just ride for hours and hours and see places and smell things and just feel amazing when riding a bike. Like I just love it. It's something I just love doing. So when I'm not busy detailing, like the best thing I love to do is just go on like long motorcycle trips, like 1, 2, 3, 5 day. Last year I just took like a week off and I just rode like 5 days up the whole coast of California. It was great. So stuff like that I just love doing.
That sounds pretty appealing, riding up the coast of California in a motorcycle.
Yeah.
It is really good. I think it's one of those. Actually, what I did was I rode. I have a list of roads. I want to ride around the world, and probably 75% of those were already in California.
Yeah, no kidding.
And one of the ones I want to do is I wanted to ride the Pacific Coast Highway, like from LA all the way to San Francisco. So I did it.
Nice.
And it was just great. And it's an amazing thing. You got to just check off that list.
If you come up to San Francisco, you call me. We'll have to meet up.
Yeah. Where you're located in Canada?
I'm in Northern California. I'm in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah, I'd love. Hopefully, I can come up really soon. I actually went last May. That's when I went. But then, I just had a baby recently, so hopefully, maybe the baby's a little bit older. I might get some more time. Have some good time.
Yep.
Oh, congratulations on that. We have got some beautiful scenic drives up here in the Canadian Rocky Mountains, man.
Yeah, it snows too much up there, though.
Yeah, but it usually doesn't snow in July or August. Usually.
Oh, you only get 2 months, huh?
Yeah, 2 months of summer.
The echo went away.
Yeah,
well,
the echo went away. I actually think it was your mic was bad because do you get the echo now?
No.
Okay, I've actually switched mics twice between this, so it had to be that one mic.
Okay. Well, I went.
We were echoing before Greg even came on, though.
My mic, I'm actually using this mic. I tried both mics and the echo was still there. But now after I think you unplugged your mic.
I originally unplugged the Yeti. I have a Yeti, and I originally unplugged it because I was getting the echo. But then I put the Yeti back in and then fixed the setting, and now those echoes, I think, are gone.
Awesome. We're good to go. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do either of you guys ride motorcycles?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, well, I tell a lot of people, it's what's kind of cool about riding motorcycles is people aren't doing it as much anymore. And I kind of just like doing stuff that people aren't doing. So it makes it more fun.
I love motorcycles. In fact, we have a dealership up here called Blackfoot Motorsports. I go in there. It's like a candy store. And I sit on them and everything. I just love them, but I just don't have the guts. I don't have the guts, but I I do really love it and appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
you know what I
recently
love about
got a Jeep,
motorcycles?
so we're into that right now.
Yeah. You know what I love about motorcycles is the coolest thing a lot of people don't understand. You know, the feeling of the motorcycle, it's not even about what motorcycle it is. It's actually just about the experience. And the feeling is the same whether you're riding 200 horsepower Ducati or like you know, a $30,000 Harley, or you're riding a little Japanese like $2,000 scooter. They all feel the same. It's the same feeling. And people that are really into motorcycles understand that. And that's why they have like a motorcycle, but then they also have like a Japanese scooter or like, you know, some type of e-bike. They all feel very similar. So I just like getting out on two wheels, man.
That's interesting. All right. Let's go check the comments here. Oh yeah, we got some other motorcyclists in here talking about freedom.
Freedom.
I
Yeah.
know
I was a
you.
motorcycle cop for 13 years. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Motorcycle cop for 13 years. Yeah.
It's like,
Spent 31 years in law enforcement, 13 of them on the motorcycle.
I know, it's crazy. I've ridden a lot of motorcycles, you know, and then like I like to tell people, so the funniest story is since like I was a motorcycle cop, I was riding in Malibu like back in the pandemic when no one was around, and I would just go out and rip some roads and came on PCH and I just pulled the biggest wheelie and a cop saw me and he pulled me over. He's like, "Beep," and I'm like, oh no, and he like I was in like a full leather suit and he ripped me off the bike and threw me in cuffs like, you're under arrest.
what?
And like, yeah. And because popping a wheelie is illegal. And then he wrote me a ticket for reckless driving. And then, they took my bike, but they gave me my bike back like 20 minutes later. So it was all good to go because they weren't taking people to jail because of the pandemic, you know?
Oh man, you lucked out.
Yeah. So they let it go. And then like 2 months later, they just dropped the ticket. So the ticket went away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
One lucky dude.
I'm always like enthralled with these videos of people doing tricks on bikes. You know, you'll be scrolling through the Instagram reels and it's just like, how do you even attempt that the first time?
You know what? You just have to have enough like balls that you're gonna fall. And so like
Yeah,
I wanted to learn how to pop.
Rick's too old for that right now.
I know, but I'm old too. I didn't start riding motorcycles till I was like 25 years old. So like I went my whole life. I didn't ride motorcycles until I was 25. And then you know, I wanted to learn how to wheelie. That was one of the things I wanted to check off the list. Like I wanted to learn how to wheelie really good. So I just bought a motorcycle just to learn how to wheelie. So there's actually a video of me on YouTube because I was wheeling and I went too far and I looped the bike and my butt really hurt. I landed really hard on my ass. It was a bad pain, you know, for my tailbone for a while.
ouch.
Yes.
Yeah, I not to belabor the point, but there was a few videos of people going down the roads. I don't know where, somewhere in the States. Some are on four-wheelers, you know, doing catwalks. Some are on bikes, and it's just like if that happened up here, it would be front page news. Like there would have been helicopters.
That's a daily thing where I'm at.
Is it?
I see quads all the time on the freaking road. They'll run red lights. They don't give a shit nothing. Just
Oh wow, different cultures, different places, right?
Yep.
All right, let's get back a little bit to detail in here.
Yeah.
So, Greg, something you see happening in the detail world that really makes you smile, what would it be?
You know what? I like people getting into detailing. Like I like when they're starting a business and they just start having great success with it. Because I feel like there's so much potential with detailing that somebody could just come into this business of detailing. You know, as we talk about it as a business sense, they could come in and they could have like amazing success. Because I tell this to a lot of people that if you're running a detailing business, whether it's part-time or full-time, and you're not making at least $100,000 a year, something is very wrong. Okay. And you should reassess your business because you could easily make $100,000 a year working part-time. And I actually have a video online where I talk about this, where you can run a detailing business, only offer one service and work only part-time and still make $100,000 a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So it really is, how do you market? How do you sell your business? How do you sell yourself? And it really depends on what strategies you're going to put for your business. And I tell people this a lot. Sometimes the bigger profit might not be detailing Ferraris for ceramic coatings. Sometimes the biggest profit might be getting a contract with Don's plumber, who has 50 plumber trucks, and he needs them all detailed every week.
Yeah.
Right.
And you might make more money from Don's plumbing than you will from Jake Ferrari owner, who you may only see once or twice.
Yeah. True.
No, very true. We've heard it from, we had Rennie Doyle on a couple months ago. Big trainer, big advocate of businesses. And we just enjoy learning from different perspectives like yours here, Greg. Mm-hmm. What about the hobbyist though? Like, do you find that, like, I don't ever want to go into business. I could not do this as a business. It would kill probably my passion for it. But, you know what? I'll
take over.
Okay, you take over. I'll throw up number 5 here. I got the pizza guy at the door, and my kid's hungry.
No, that's a good question though.
Well, why don't you continue with that?
We'll take care of it
for the hobbyist.
Yeah, for the hobbyist, one thing that makes me smile with the hobbyist is people getting out there, washing their car, having a great time. And what makes me smile is when people come into my store that I work at over here in Anaheim. We're like 10 minutes from Disneyland.
Yeah.
And it makes me smile when people come in and after they bought the product, they come back and they're like, man, check out my car. It looks so good. The products are working great. Yeah. And they bring their car over here and it just makes them smile. And it's just the passion for detailing. It's like we have a cart in our showroom and literally it has all of our products on there. Somebody could come to our store with a dirty car, just park it in our parking lot, and they could go into our store and they could get products from our cart and they could detail their whole car start to finish. Everything. We can do the whole car for free, right? We'll let them use all the products for free. We don't charge them. It's a cart for them to use, for them to have fun, for them to experience our great products that we make. Wow. And I've had people come in and they've been there for like 3-4 hours. They detail their whole car. And after they come in, they're like, yeah, I finished my car. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, I used all the sample products. And I go out and I'm like, whoa, that looks great. Amazing job. And it makes them happy. I'm happy. And they might buy a few products, but it's not even about the buying of the products. It's just about them being happy and having a great time with their stuff.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. So
we're gonna have the same question, but change it around. So something you see happening in detail in the world that makes you frown.
Oh, frown. You know what? If we were going to talk about business, the biggest thing that makes me frown from a business standpoint, detailing business, is when detailers struggle making income. Like they say business is bad or business is down. It makes me frown because like business should never be down for detailing. Nope. And a good example is I've been working like 14-hour days, like for like months, and I have 5 cars. And sometimes I'm just too busy to wash those cars or get them washed. I was working too hard. Did you know that I know no detailer that could come on time, make a good appointment for me and give me a good price and do a good job and do any of those cars? I don't know anybody that could do that. Wow. And all these detailers are like, I'll come and do it. But nobody ever comes and knocks on my door and says, do you need a detail today? They don't do it. And that's the reason why I kind of did this podcast is because one of you gentlemen picked up the phone and called me.
Yep.
My phone number's out there. I put it out there. Yeah, right? My phone number's out there. I put it out there. My cell phone number's out there. I put it out there openly, right? But the biggest problem with businesses and people looking for success nowadays is they don't pick up the phone. They want to like send a message through Instagram that 18 people will read. It never gets to the person. But you could just pick up the phone and you could literally get a hold of me. Anybody could just call and ask for me. And 9 out of 10 times it will probably get to me. But you got to have the balls to pick up the phone. And that's a big fear that a lot of people have now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, my father sold real estate up here for years and years and years. And then he turned into a trainer. So he was training new realtors, and they were kind of like you say, they would make a post on social media and just expect the business to roll in. And You got to go out there. And my dad was always like, belly to belly. You got to meet with these people. You got to pick up the phone. You got to make the hard calls. And that's true for any business, really.
Yeah. But the reason why people don't do it in business is because a lot of people that run businesses, they have not accepted the word no yet. They have not gotten comfortable with just being told no over and over and over again. And that's literally the number one thing about owning a business, being successful, is you're going to get told no over and over and over every day. You're going to get told no a million fucking times. Like, I get told no so many times a day. But I will tell you this, anytime I've gone somewhere asking for help, nobody's ever told me no. Anytime I've ever picked up the phone and said, I need help with this, can you give me a hand? Can you give me some information? Can you maybe sell me something? Can you give me a better price? Can you give me terms? Can I get credit? I've never been told no. So you just have to go about it asking the right way and finding success that way. You can't just be like, hey, you can't just put your hand out there. You have to literally ask. And that's one of the best things I tell people. Just get out there and ask.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
I do.
This is my education, Mike. When we bring these guests on, it just, I know you're the same. I go back and watch these after. I've watched past live streams we've done 2 or 3 times easily each. Just because I keep picking up this stuff. And I got to say, Americans, like, say what you want about Americans, passionate people.
Thank you.
And no, you are. And you, I don't know. There's something very attractive about the boldness with which you believe the things you believe. I love it. It's inspiring.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that you say this? I'll actually go into this. I talk to a lot of people around the world, okay? And a lot of people, some people communicate great with me, okay? Some people don't. They think I talk too fast, too quick, too loud, right? And they say, that's not my type of style. But I tell them that's my type of style. I continue on with it, right? But the crazy thing about this, I meet some people when I talk fast and very, very speed. They call me the sledgehammer. If it's something needs to happen, just do it, right? And so a lot of people in other countries have told me that's not how our country does business. That's not how my culture does business, right? I've heard that a lot of times, okay? But where are all the millionaires and billionaires from? They're from America.
Yeah.
Where are all the biggest brands and all the biggest businesses from? They're all from America. Yeah. And that's that. And I'm not saying this just because I live in America. I'm saying it because I was wondering, like, where are all the other brands and all the successful businesses? Very few of them are from other countries. Very few food franchises come from other countries. All the big ones came from the USA. And it's something I've thought about for a long time. So I thought about maybe there's something about the style here of doing business that leads more people to having success. Maybe it has something to do with the American dream or the passion of growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is a downside, I got to say, though, because I hear from Mike and I and Papa, we hear from a lot of people that, what do you do in your spare time? And the common answer, the most common answer is, I don't have spare time.
Yeah.
There is also a real...
When asks you that, or when you ask someone that?
We ask all of our guests. It comes up with almost all of our guests. It might even come up with you. What do you like to do in your, you do like to go motorcycling. Do you go enough motorcycling, or are you kind of a slave to the grind? Not that it's not rewarding.
My life is a little bit differently, and I'll explain this. You right now, you work as a teacher. And so your time is determined. Somebody else determines your time. They're determining when you wake up, when you go to work, when you come home, when you go on vacation, when you do your projects. Okay.
Yes.
Now, when you own your own business, when you work for yourself, you make that. You make and you determine every minute, every year, every hour, what you do, who you talk to, who you see, what you hear. And when you realize that you control every aspect of your life when you work for yourself, that you understand that There is no such thing as free time.
Yeah.
If you want it, you're free. There should be no such thing as free time.
Yeah.
Because that time shouldn't have been free. It should have been allocated for passion. It should have been allocated for work. It should have been allocated. Like, I'll give you an example. I wanted to go motorcycle riding for a week, right? It's not that I got a week of free time. It's that I factored that in 3 months before. So I said, I'm going to work all this time 3 months before. I'm going to do anything I need to get done. And then I'll shift my work over, get that 5 days off, ride motorcycles 5 days, come back to work that next 5th day, right? So to me, I don't see anything as free time. And I feel like only people that work for the man or like a boss or somebody else, they think of that as their free time because their time is either free or not free. Either I'm working or I'm not working, right? And it changes a lot when you're able to structure your work around your own business.
But like, how do I become a teacher in my own business? Don't try to answer that. You know what I mean? There's
well,
just
if you were asking me that, and I'm a teacher, like let's say I'm a teacher and I wanted to do my own business, I would quit teaching and I would only become a tutor for super rich people. But okay, your kids, they're like, find somebody who's blow loaded. They don't want to send their kids to school. They would rather have somebody, an educated person, lead them through. Like, I'll give an example. If I had enough money, I wouldn't send my kid to school. I'd hire somebody that was a teacher that had a great relationship. I'd pay them good salary, more salary than they would probably make at the school. And I'd have them just teach my kid. And then we'd have different schedule, it'd be more flexible. The kid would probably get better education. You as a teacher would probably make more money. So it's that's how I would do it. If I was a teacher and I wanted to work for myself, I'd just quit teaching, but I would like independently teach.
This is why we do these things, Mike. Open our minds.
Would you
Open
ever
our mind. Let the ideas in. I got to reevaluate my life. I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
So Daryl,
but that's different. But see, every job has its advantage. In the USA, why do people become teachers? Right? They do it for out of all the people I've talked to that are teachers, they do it for the security. And it's not the security of like the money or the healthcare or something like that. It's that I know when I'm going to work. I know when I'm getting off. I know when my vacation is. I know all of these things, and it's going to be the same this year, next year, the year later. It's a constant.
Yeah.
And when you run your own business, nothing is constant, and the world could like die tomorrow, and your whole castle could just collapse. Everything could just fall. Like that could happen with a business, right? And you have to take into account, and you have to deal with that in your mind in order to get the upside, which is all the regulation of time, the ability to regulate your time differently, change your life differently, have different opportunities. It's a yin and yang of everything. It's balance.
Yeah.
Damn, man, you are inspiring. Okay, let's
number 6.
Let's go back to Mastersons a little bit here. Something people should probably know about Mastersons is
we hand make all of our detailing supplies.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we actually don't use like robots to fill our bottles and put our labels on everything. It's actually all done by hand. We have guys and gals that literally do it by hand. Why do we do it by hand? Quality control.
That's crazy.
Way higher quality control. And I'll give you an example. Go to like Walmart, Canadian Tire, AutoZone, buy a bottle of brand X or whatever, and you'll notice that those bottles are like a quarter empty. There's air in there. And I've noticed this a lot, right? But if you go with all of our bottles, they're clear and they're filled all the way to the top. And people say, well, you could do it with a robot. You could get it all the way to the top. It's very difficult, like to get it just like that.
Really?
And also we have very, very low defect rate. Like the defect rate, extremely low. Maybe like 1 in like 2,500 is defect. And what I mean about defect, maybe like a drop bottle or like a crooked label. That's what we mean about defect. So very low defect rate, very high quality control.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And also we make all of our products small batch. So instead of making our products at Mastersons in like a million bottle run and then storing them in some warehouse for 3 years, we make small batches of product so that, first of all, we do that. So number one, when you order from Mastersons, your product, your bottle that you get was probably made in the last 30 to 60 days.
Wow.
So when you buy, like, let's say you bought a product today, it was probably made in the months of June or May. So it may have only been made like a week ago and you got the product. Low batch allows us to control that a lot better. Second is with low batch, we're actually able to slightly modify our formulas for higher performance. So all the time, let's say we make a small batch of product and we're like, I don't like the way this is misting. Maybe I want a more finer mist. So how do we do that? Maybe we want to like take some surfactants out, maybe reduce thickeners, maybe improve some lubricants, right? Change the balance a little bit. We're able to do that per batch. So our products are improving significantly over the time, all the time.
That's amazing.
It's really cool. I think it's super cool. That's why.
It almost links with this bourbon tasting I was at the other night. Small batch, special batch.
Yeah.
Limited editions.
Yeah. Did you like bourbon?
Two worlds colliding. All right.
You like bourbon?
Oh, I love bourbon.
Okay. You notice that there's like let's just say whiskey and bourbon. Let's say they're the same thing for this talk right here, but they're not.
Sure.
There's a big difference between tasting like Jack Daniel's regular and like Four Roses single barrel.
Oh yeah.
It's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even a big difference, Four Roses and Four Roses single barrel. You're like, whoa, that's a big difference, right? Same thing with detailing supplies. It's that good choice of ingredients and almost like a single barrel type of mixing, but our single barrel is a vat. It's like a single vat of manufacturing.
Yeah, it's not from France, but would you say Mastersons is a high quality source? Like obviously yes, but like where like would you position yourselves at the top, near the top?
Yeah,
middle.
I would position ourselves at the top on when it comes to the quality. And I'm not everybody that comes on here is going to say my stuff's the best.
Yeah, right.
Right, I understand that, right? But when people get a Mastersons car care product, not just the chemical itself, but the bottling and the packaging, the labeling, everything, it's a very high quality item. And when you put our packaging like next to brand X or the other guys or anything, Armor Wax, whatever brand you want to put it there, the packaging is really high end. Like here's one of our newest products that we have. This is our Evolution ceramic spray coating.
Wow.
And you can see the packaging just looks great, right? And the product is great. And I know everybody's like, the product inside, it's really good. But when I get a product, when I buy anything, if I spend money on it, I want to get something in reality that makes me feel good. Yeah. Like that's the only reason why I want to buy something nowadays.
Yeah.
Is so it feels good. Like, what doesn't feel good? Paying your mortgage. What doesn't feel good? Paying your electric bill. You're like, this is bullshit, right? But what should feel good? Buying a new car, getting a Rolex watch, picking up some Mastersons car care stuff, getting a clean car afterwards. That feeling, it's a good feeling. And when you get a product and you spend money on something and it looks good and it feels good and it smells good, you get the biggest dopamine rush. And that's why people just love shopping. It is a big dopamine rush when you get something good and it makes you feel good.
You're speaking my language, man. I agree 100%. Yeah. I think companies are starting to really clue in the detailing world that it is the overall experience as well than just how well the product works.
Yeah.
And we've seen lots of brands up their game with packaging, with their marketing, and just with their full approach to the whole experience. And I have to admit something to you, Greg. I've never used Masterson Mastersons products, and I don't even know where I would source them being up here in Canada.
Yeah, actually in Canada, where you're at, you can actually pick them up from, there's a distributor called Extreme Car Care, Extreme Car Detailing. They're in Windsor, Ontario.
Yeah.
And they can actually ship directly to you, or we can actually ship directly from the USA to Canada.
Is that Extreme? Are they exclusive? Do they have the exclusive distribution rights to Canada?
They don't have the exclusive distribution rights, but they're one of our great resellers that purchases the product and resells it and distributes it out to customers. So even if anybody out there is listening to this in Canada and is looking to bring Mastersons Car Care into their store, we can ship directly to you, so you can have the products in your store and resell to your customers as well.
Wow.
There's also another shop up there that's selling up there. A guy that I met, he just contacted us and we became really cool friends and talked a lot. His name's Jay, and he has a detailing business. It'll pop in my mind, and it's in Alberta, Canada, and he has a detailing business up there that he sells it with. So maybe I'll post a link in the chat.
Yeah,
if I can think about it.
That's interesting.
We have a couple Canadians in the chat. I know HM's a Canadian. Keith was in here earlier. I know he's Canadian. And then there's Slick Rick. He's Canadian. So there are a few Canadians watching.
Cool.
Yeah, and there are a few companies that are really blowing up the Canadian market. Maybe what we'll do is chat after, Greg. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got my eye on the clock here. We're doing well. I'm gonna go to. I changed this one.
I got no limits. If you guys want to, you guys need to go over. We're not limit here.
I'm happy to hear that.
You don't want to go back to moving the house.
No, actually, dude, this is crazy, man. Like, you think moving a house is hard? It's not. Moving a business, that's freaking hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. It took us a long time. We're still working on it. Follow us on TikTok. We have about 150,000 followers on TikTok. And I post about our business and about building this new store. I wanted to build the ultimate detailing store in California. So we built this whole store with like great lighting, great feel, has all the products. We can put a car inside. We can do detailing in there. Has a great killer sound system. Like, it has a anti-gumball machine. Like, it's just so cool. I'm really excited for you guys. Maybe you guys can come down to our grand opening in August. We're doing a huge grand opening. We're gonna have bikini car wash models. We're gonna have $5,000.
It's a 6-hour drive.
Dude, yeah, come down, man. $5,000 in prizes. We're gonna have raffles, giveaways, food trucks. This is gonna be a really cool event. This is gonna go down mid-August. We're gonna put out the date really soon.
This is the most exciting live we've done in a long time, Mike. I'm going to need a lot of time to decompress after this. Might need to have myself.
Rick, if you fly into LAX, I'll pick you up, and we'll just drive to Anaheim, which is only about it should be only about 20 minutes, but it'll probably take us an hour.
Yeah, actually, where you fly in is better. You fly into John Wayne. It's in Orange County.
Oh yeah.
We're literally 10 minutes from that airport.
That's where I'll be flying in. All right, let's keep those super stickers coming, people. Let's get Fawcett down to California. All right.
Yeah.
I changed this one.
I got to ask you this, though, Rick and Mike. Are you guys going to SEMA 2022?
No one ever invites me to SEMA.
Well, why? How about I invite you, Rick? Let's go to SEMA 2022 and let's grab dinner on Wednesday night at the Golden Steer in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey, boss. Yeah, I quit.
If you show me a check,
I'm going to see this guy named SEMA. We'll talk.
It's like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
If you show me a check for $70,000, I'll quit my job and I'll work for you.
I could probably fly to Oakland and fly Southwest and be in Vegas, and probably if I leave my house, drive to Oakland, get on the plane, fly to Vegas, I could probably be there in about 3 or 4 hours, and probably $100 each way.
Yeah, I get in my car, I put like 4 bottles of tequila, and I'm in my car, and I'm in Vegas 3.5 hours, and then we're partying it up.
Hell yeah!
Hopefully, I want whoever's watching this and wants to go to SEMA. Maybe we should do a special SEMA meetup at SEMA. I think it'd be great.
That'd be sweet. Too many things happening in my head right now. Forget about the questions. Actually, let's go back to this one because I changed this one based on what you said earlier.
Yep,
So,
I've seen that.
my all-time favorite motorcycle I owned was or currently is.
Oh, that's a good question. This is a hard question because the older I get, back then when I was young, I was like, yeah, here, I only need these 3 cars. That's all I need, 3 cars.
Yeah.
I can tell you, this is my favorite car. And now the older I get, I just think, oh man, those are all really good flavors.
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
and
Why have to pick your favorite? I get you.
It's be like, fuck, dude, I gotta live without chocolate. I gotta choose vanilla or chocolate. Like, I gotta pick. You can't. But I think, my all-time favorite motorcycle, I think I like a classic motorcycle. I think is a motorcycle called the Vincent Black Shadow. I know I'll never be able to own one, but they are in like, when that came out, it was in the 20s. It was like the fastest motorcycle in the world. And it's just so cool. I just love vintage stuff. One thing I hope to own and looking to buy is a vintage Harley. Preferably like pre-war Harley, like a 1930s, pre-World War I or pre-World War II Harley. I think that'd be the coolest thing to own.
Oh, I see it happening. Guy like you're going to get it.
I hope so.
I know you will. All right, let's move to number 8 here. Okay, so let's get back to Mastersons. What would you say are the 3 top products? Because I know a lot of people in our chat probably haven't had a lot of experience with Mastersons and they love buying stuff. So let's narrow it down to 3 items you think they should go get.
Yeah,
and they'll be happy with.
Let's do that. I wonder if I can screen share.
No, I can. Hold on.
See.
I can do that. Hold on.
Yeah, it'll let you do it.
Screen share.
Are you gonna let Greg screen share, or are you gonna do?
I don't think he can. I think only I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it won't let me do it. I need to I need to have to reset some shit. Fuck it. So I think the top 3 products that I try right now are some of our best sellers. It's gonna
I'll put it up on a banner.
This Evolution ceramic coating. I really love this. This is an easy to use ceramic coating. And a lot of people are really haven't heard yet is that ceramic coatings are going to change big time over the next 2 to 3 years, especially with the manufacturing of coatings. And something that's really important to me about detailing that I talk to a lot of people about is the health of us detailers. Okay. Working around detailing chemicals, there's a lot of stuff out there. And you buy some detailing chemicals made in some crazy country, middle of nowhere. You don't even know who the brand is. Might be $10, might be $20, who knows? Those products might contain stuff that can hurt you.
What is it called?
It's Evolution ceramic coating. So scroll in that little search bar at the top, just search EVO. Right there. Yeah. Evolution ceramic coating right there. Yeah, so that's actually one of our best products I really like. And my second one, and the reason I like that product is it's so easy to use. It gives great protection and awesome shine. And the reason I wanted to make a product this easy to use is because one of the biggest things I'm noticing is people call up ceramic coating installers in California. This is the number one thing that happens. They call up, I want a ceramic coating on a car. And then the ceramic coating installer says it's like $2,000. And then the customer is like, it's out of my budget. So then what they do is they go into Google and they enter ceramic coating. And what comes up? $9.99 ceramic coating on Amazon. So they buy it and they think it's the same thing because they're like, oh, that coating, little small bottle, this coating, little small bottle, they're the same. And then they put it on their car and it just jacks up their car.
Yeah.
And so they come to our store and they're like, my car has all these waves on it and the lines and what do I do? And we ask them, what did you use on the car? Oh, I used this ceramic coating I got off Amazon. It was called Mr. Chang ceramic. And you're like, oh, dude, I've never used Mr. Chang ceramic. They're like, yeah, the reviews were great. It was $9.99. Yeah. So I tell people, this is what I tell people when I ask them about detailing products. there's a lot of problems with detailers out there just trying to look for the cheapest product they can buy. Like they don't even care what it is, what it does. They only care, how much does this cost, right? But I'll ask Rick and Mike this. Okay, Rick and Mike, I'm going to take you guys to dinner tonight. Me and you, all three of us. We're going to have a little threesome dinner action, right? I'm buying the dinner, okay? We're going out to Steak and Lobster. Right? The steak and lobster place, it's killer. It's up the street from me, right? I'm going to get you both steak and lobster.
I'm loving this scenario, by the way.
$9.99 for the steak and lobster.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm out.
Why are you out?
I'm busy.
Well, why are you busy, though?
Because I don't eat cheap shit.
Exactly. Okay, same thing, right? But there's a lot of detailers out there. They're eating the cheapest shit. They want the cheapest shit that they can eat, and they'll just gobble it up, right? Yeah. And then that's leading to bad detailing, bad performance. And so I want to make some good stuff at a great reasonable price. That's one of the products out there. The second one I recommend is our waterless wash. That one you gotta try. And by far, it's actually my favorite product that we make at Mastersons right there, waterless wash. Now, just the reason I love making this product is because in California, we are in an extreme drought.
Oh, yeah.
Drought for a long time.
Yep.
And people don't understand that you should be trying to reduce your water somehow. But there's still detailers out there that just want to keep using so much water. And now in California, they've started to crack down on this. So if you're in California and you're trying to be a mobile detailer, and you're trying to operate in any city that has the word beach in it, okay? Just take whatever city it is, if it has the word beach. So like just by me, I'll name a couple: Laguna Beach, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Seal Beach, Long Beach. Already I've named a bunch, right? Anything with the word beach, if you try to wash a car with a pressure washer and you're not having a reclamation mat, you're going to get a $10,000 fine in California.
Holy cow.
Okay. And you're going to get one warning by the city. And then if you get caught again, you're going to get that $10,000 fine. Just like that. And this happens, right? So I tell people, why not wash with waterless wash? It's a better product and you're going to use less equipment, but you can still make as much or more money. Like this is a good hack right here. I'm going to give probably the $1 million suggestion right here. You're a detailer. You want to make a great business. Just pick up some of this waterless wash right here, the Mastersons waterless wash. Take it to a Tesla supercharging station and just hang out there all day. You can wash Teslas while they're being charged with this product. So what's somebody going to do? Well, they're getting their Tesla supercharged. They're going to sit inside their Tesla and they're either going to watch Pornhub on their little screen or they're going to play the game, one or the other. And so if they're in their car just watching Pornhub on the Tesla, why not get their car washed at the same time for $20, $30? If I was getting my car charged and I had 30 minutes to sit there, heck yeah, I'm going to get my car.
You got me thinking. So I got this 5-gallon bucket that I keep. I have the battery-powered DeWalt pressure washer that comes with like it's like a 15-foot hose that you basically put it in the bucket, right? So I'm thinking, now you put something like waterless wash with some distilled water in that 5-gallon bucket, go to the charging station, use that little battery-powered pressure washer, spray, wipe, done.
Yeah. Wipe, done. And it gives you a huge advantage to those other people that are trying to wash because you could be there washing and nobody can tell you, no, you're not washing. I'm not washing cars, dude. I'm waterless detailing.
Yeah, because it says you can dilute here pretty. What's the dilution ratio on it? Because it says here you can dilute, but it doesn't say what to.
Yeah, you can dilute it on the directions. We don't put the dilution ratio because a lot of detailers they like to make their own dilution ratios for some reason. So I suggest 4-to-1 or 5-to-1. I personally dilute all my waterless wash 4-to-1. Okay. And I still get great results on that. And I actually have other detailers that are diluting at 10-to-1 and still have great results, but it really is up to you how much you want to dilute. You can dilute safely up to 10-to-1 with no problem.
All right, there you go, Joe. Joe was asking about dilution.
Yeah, and then I would say my third product that I try is my tire shine, the spray shine tire and trim protectant. Now, I seriously love this product. It's my favorite tire shine of all time, and it gives like a coating over the tire shine.
Is it this one here?
The spray shine,
This one.
spray shine, yeah, that one. It gives a super clean look to the tire, but it doesn't attract any dirt, any dust. It's water-based polymer blend. So it gives an amazing shine. It repels water and dirt, and it works on the inside and the outside of the car. So for me, I don't feel like any detailing job is done without tire shine. If you miss the tire shine, it's like the detail was a pointless. I just need to have tire shine all the time. And for me, sometimes I'll even just clean the windows and add tire shine, and my car looks like $1,000,000. So sometimes I just like to hit that. And believe it or not, I don't even want to go out to dinner without tire shine.
Oh no, I don't like to leave the house without good looking tires.
Yeah. Like I don't like my women dry. I don't like my tires dry. I don't like my steaks dry. I want everything moist and wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's calm down, everybody. With it's getting all a little too erotic for this Canadian teacher. All right. I don't think I'm going to stop at 3 products because I'm going to be scouring the website later.
Yeah, you can ask another one if you like.
But I definitely will add those 3 to the list. All right.
Cool.
Back to these 10 questions. I don't know if we're going to finish, but we're going to try. So you kind of alluded to this. Oh, let's just see what Joe says here. He says, I'll definitely be ordering some products Greg recommended to try them out. He also has the coolest looking foam cannon out there.
Yeah, actually, we do have this cool foam cannon. It's on there. If you go into the top search bar and you search G2, we have this cool foam cannon, and we actually designed this foam cannon from the ground up to do a lot of cool stuff. It uses a new injection system with like a different shaped injection port that's added on the nozzle at the top that lets the air in. And this valve just shoots air in at like a higher rate, and it creates 30% more foam while using 50% less product.
What?
And it's pretty sick. And because there's a lot of different foam cannons out there on the market, right? And a lot of them just look exactly the same, but it's all about what's inside of the foam cannon. It's like a lot of cars look the same. Maybe it's 4 wheels and 4 doors. It's what's under the hood that makes the difference, right? This is one of those deals, and you can actually
look at these pictures. Oh, sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Look at these pictures. It looks like you can attach to a different size bottle.
Yeah, it can actually take 2 bottles, and I wanted to do that so I could put degreaser or like a high pH cleaner inside of the foam cannon, foam the vehicle, and then let it dwell. And then I could quickly like pull off that bottle and swap on a regular bottle with like more pH balanced, gentle shampoo. And I could rinse that off to neutralize that high pH. That's one of like the scenarios that I wanted to hook this up for. So
I'll try it. I'll try that scenario.
Yeah, it's a good scenario, man.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be up late. It's going to be an expensive live stream.
Well, if anybody actually wants to try out any of our products, what I just did right now is I just made us a special coupon code that's going to be it's going to be called Livestream coupon code. It's active now, and you guys could write this code down, and it'll actually be active to the end of the month. And if we'll put this up right now, the code is actually going to be live 30. So it's LIV.
Oh, no way.
0. Yeah. So we'll give everybody 30% off. Great discount. It's the same code that we use, or it's the same discount we do for like Black Friday even. So 30% off everything on our website, mastersonswax.com. This is going to expire the end of the month. It's the 25th today, so it'll expire the 30th. So if you guys are looking, this will work. There's no order requirements. You could just buy one thing, you could buy 5 things, and this will give you 30% off everything across the site. So hop online. You're looking to try something new. Grab it at a discount. It'll also give you free shipping over $99 just for you guys.
I'm emotional. Oh, that's so generous of you, Greg.
Of course.
We got to take advantage of this, people. We have to
Yeah.
take advantage of this.
Yeah.
I know
And
I
you
will.
know what? You know what we'll do if anybody in here, if they're looking to try something and they order something from us and they say, I want to try this, maybe the first 3 people that order and use that code, we'll give them that try, that free item. So they say, hey, I want to try the super cleaner. I want to try the ultra gloss tire shine. Order something, use that code so we know that you watched this stream. And then the first 3 people that use that code over the next week, we're going to throw in that free item for them. I think that's really, really cool.
What?
Fantastic. You're the best, man.
Yeah. Joe Van Cedar says, thanks for the code, man. Joe, go use that code right now. Enter what you're looking to try, and we'll include it for you in that.
Fantastic. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of speechless.
That's fantastic.
Thanks, guys. So what was the next question? Number 9.
When I have a great day, I sometimes reward myself with steak and lobster.
Yeah, $10 steak.
Hemingway daiquiri. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's a drink we're drinking right now.
Talk to me about it. What is it?
You don't know what a Hemingway daiquiri is?
I do not.
What?
I do not know I know what a daiquiri is, but I've never heard of a Hemingway daiquiri.
Okay, well, the story is, though, that the famous author,
Yeah.
Ernest Hemingway, Ernest Hemingway was a crazy alcoholic. And so Ernest Hemingway once lived in Cuba for a little while. I guess something about Cuba, like it inspires things. I don't know. I've never been to Cuba. I'm looking to go, though. Inspires things. And he actually was hanging out at this bar called, I believe, La Florendita, I believe it was called. Okay. And this bar, he was there all the time, just getting drunk. And so they made him his own version of a daiquiri. And this daiquiri had more booze, but no sugar, less sugar. Because supposedly Ernest Hemingway was a diabetic, so couldn't be drinking a lot of sugar. But they made this drink for him. And the rumor goes is he could take 10 of these down in a night.
Wow.
Yeah, and it had a lot of booze in it. So for anybody asking what a Hemingway daiquiri is, it's actually 2 ounces of rum, half an ounce of maraschino liqueur, half an ounce of lime, and an ounce of grapefruit juice, shaken, served up in a coupe glass.
So how many Hemingway daiquiris can you put down?
Like 2 at max, man.
It's funny because that sounds like a pretty stout drink, but the word daiquiri kind of has, some not so strong connotations, but I appreciate a good cocktail. I really do.
Yeah,
my friend at work's a mixologist, like by hobby, and man, it's there's a lot of similarities between detailing, right? Mixtures and compounds.
Yeah, mixtures. And you know what I've learned about I like making cocktails. It's something I just like doing. I like making cocktails. I like drinking cocktails. But it's the cocktails life. It's all about balance. What makes a good cocktail? Balance. You don't want too much booze. You don't want too much sweet. You don't want too much citrus, too much aromatic. It has to be balance. And I think that's the secret to life. Balance, man.
I think that's the name of your next detailing product.
Balance. Maybe. Balance. Balance. I think that'd be a good one. Yeah.
All right. Number 10. All right. So we ask all of our participants this, and we get such a range of responses. But what's your favorite non-detailing related purchase that you've made recently?
Recently? You know what? How recently?
Let's go like in the last year.
Last year. You know what? I bought a new watch. I like watches. They're really cool. And I bought a Rolex Oyster Perpetual. It's actually like the cheapest Rolex you can buy, right? But I wanted that specific one, right? It just was the color. It was a unique color. And I was really satisfied with it. Why? It was just because it was something I wanted, and I wanted it. I waited for it. It arrived. It felt good. And you know what? It's patience on the waiting of stuff. is pretty cool. And I personally like automatic watches. I know I'm wearing like a G-Shock on this one, a Casio, but
Yeah.
I just like automatic watches. Something about all the little things inside that are moving, just ticking away, and there's like so many parts. To me, it's cooler than like even a really cool car. Like I like the micro of that stuff. You know, how like I like something that's so complex yet so small. Like for some reason I find an automatic watch cooler than an iPhone. Even though this can do so much more, it's like something about the watch and the ticking and the winding. You don't have to wind it. You don't have to charge it. It just moves with your life. It's really sad. I don't know, something about it satisfying. And I was really satisfied with that purchase. So very few, I don't really buy very much stuff. But when I do, it's something that I really, really wanted. I had to have wanted it for a long time and manifested it and thought about it every day for me to just go get it.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, it was more about the volume of stuff. I wanted to have lots of stuff. But I think for a lot of people, I think as you mature, you start to vet things and start to really decide, this is what I really want.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like, you mentioned it, like that delayed gratification as a kid, it's the worst thing. But I kind of like it as an adult. I like that anticipation and that waiting. Because, I don't know, maybe I've matured.
Yeah, because the waiting, I believe it or not, man, my patience is zero. And the one thing I hate more than anything is waiting in a line.
Oh yeah.
Like I will not wait in a line for anything. If there's a line at a restaurant, I'll leave. If there's a line at the drive-through, I won't go there. If I have to stand in a line, I won't. Like I'll literally try to pay my way around lines. I'll just go up to somebody, try to hand money or like a hug or how's it going? Try to get around that. But if you really want something, I feel like the waiting it's not a big deal, you know. And now with the future, as we get into this different time, you got to wait for things, and that there's just no way around it. Like you want a new car, you have to wait for it. And that time of us just going somewhere and being like, I want it now, I feel like it's over. And all those people that can't accept that, they're going to have a really hard time for the next about 10 years, man.
Unless what they want is the $10 steak and lobster. There'll always be that cheap option.
Yeah.
There'll always be. Yeah.
And people that'll go to it too.
Yeah. There'll always be a cheap option.
That's where they're at.
Yeah. And that's why I tell people, you guys want to get rich as a detailer, stop worrying about $2,500 ceramic coatings and go back to the cheap washes and do 1 million of those, you know, and you'll be a millionaire like that.
Well, Greg, just awesome, man. I knew watching videos of you years ago that there's a lot you have to offer people, and you continue to impress. Why don't we just give people a couple minutes, Mike, just to ask some questions before we wrap things up?
At the moment, and I already got my comments in my checkout. I'm shopping right now.
Well, you're just shopping. I know you. You're just over there.
I'm shopping.
Buy it now.
Remember the first 3 people that just go on, get something, use that code, mention what they want to try, and we'll include it for them.
I have it right there. I can see it. I put the thing in the thingy-majiggy. It's there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this. Gotta do that. Oh, actually, I backed out by accident, but we'll go proceed to checkout. Got all that sitting there. Got my comments done. Wait, did I do this right? Nope, I didn't do that right there. I gotta do this right.
I'm doing a bunch of stuff too, Mike. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Yeah, I think it'll work on everything on the site except the mystery box. The mystery box, it won't. It's on something like on the site. It won't discount mystery boxes. It's like,
oh, that's okay.
I know people always they're like, "Do you do discounts on the mystery boxes?" I'm like, it won't let me do it. But yeah, detailing is. I just love detailing. If you guys are watching this, it's something I just love, and it's a cool lifestyle. And something I really love about detailing, because we're on here, is it's just the experience of being able to be around so many cool cars and so many cool people. And that's the number one thing. And you can have success in this industry and get satisfaction, whether you're a guy that just wants to wash his car, or a kid that wants to start their own business, or you're somebody who maybe you're just tired of going to work every day and you wake up one day and you're like, screw this job. I'm going to be my own boss. And you could do that with detailing. And
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about this, and I'll ask you this, Rick. Let's say you're an immigrant and you just got dropped in the United States today. You need to start making money within 48 hours. What type of business do you think you could start on your own here in America?
I bet you could probably landscaping.
Landscaping. So let's talk. A lot of people, that's the first thing that 9 out of 10 people say, landscaping. Well, you just got dropped off in the United States. You have nothing. In order to be a landscaper, you got to have a vehicle, and you got to have landscaping equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have mowers, clippers, all this sort of stuff. That right there could cost thousands of dollars. You don't have that. What's your other options?
So I know where you're going with this, but I'm trying not to go there. I'm trying to think of something else. Well, you could work in a hospitality, like minimum wage job.
Yeah, you can work a minimum job, but what if you want to?
But you want to do something, yeah.
Yeah, so what do? You could set up a stand, sell some like fruit on the side of the road. You could, do some kind of service job that you do. Or what about a better one? Just buy a bucket and some soap, and now you're a detailer. And you could start small, and you could build up from there very, very easily. Within a day, you could be washing, and you don't even have to have a car to wash. There's detailers out there with bikes that ride their bikes everywhere. And there's so many options on that. It's like when I traveled to the Middle East a few years back, I met this guy. His name was Ryan. Ryan ran a business called Kino. And in Dubai, it was the most downloaded app in Dubai on the phone when I met him. And he showed me it was #1 app on the download. I was like, whoa, okay. And so what this Kino was is he had a fleet of 25 small motorcycles. And they had a box on the back.
Oh,
what he would do is they would get apps hit up on the app, and that person would go, oh, there we go, #1. What is he going to try? What is he going to try? We'll find out.
He knows how to shop, this guy.
He knows how to shop. I know, crazy, right? And so he has a 25 motorcycles with a box on the top. In the box is like tire shine, waterless wash, glass cleaner, towels. And he goes to the houses or the buildings, washes the high-end supercar, gets paid, and is out. And has those motorcycles go everywhere all day long. Wow. And he's making amazing success.
Nope, somebody else just ordered.
I think it's actually your order. It just comes in on the email. Yeah, right there. But what were you going to try? I want to try the G2 Vortex foam cannon. You know what? You put the G2 Vortex foam cannon on there, but what else do you want to try, man?
I don't know. There's a lot on there I want to try, man. I just want.
He wanted the steak and lobster, didn't he, Mike?
Yeah, but not for $9.99.
What if we send Mike a Legend paste wax?
There we go.
You can just surprise me.
I think we're going to surprise Mike with a Legend paste wax. I think that's going to be the one right there, and I think you'll be very satisfied with the Legend paste.
Appreciate that.
Of course, man. You're gonna love it, man. It's our handmade wax. It's on there, $129.99. It's a great product. So I think you're gonna love it, man. So when you get it,
can't wait.
That's a shout out, man.
Appreciate that.
Oh, he will. He'll do a video. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, I make a lot of videos, and I'll find something to make a video on it.
That's great, man.
Further to your point, though, Greg, you're right. Detailing is an industry that has a, mass appeal, but also mass entry points. And, that used to be the same for a lot of industries, but people are starting to try to limit the number of people going into those industries. But detailing is definitely one of those things. Any enterprising young person or old person can take a shot at. And, as long as they make the right choices and they work hard and keep their nose to the grind, they'll do well.
Yeah. Because in reality, the crazy thing about detailing is that it's so easy. Like I've taught detailing to kids, elderly. Believe it or not, I've actually taught a whole class of detailing to the deaf, 5 deaf students, and we taught it all through Translator. So people can detail no matter what your what your disability is, what your lifestyle is, what your gender, religion, doesn't matter. One of my favorite detailers, Mike Phillips, only has one leg. He's missing a leg. Like you didn't know that Mike Phillips only has one leg?
He's only got one leg.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, when he did his when he goes on his live streams, when he walks around, you totally see it. He always wears shorts.
Yeah, and it's a sick ass leg too. It's like
it is pretty badass.
RoboCop level of leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like it's like whoa. It's like, dude, that's some crazy leg, you know? Like, but and Mike tells his story how he lost his leg. He was like, I was in a boating accident, lost my leg, didn't let it stop me, and I'm detailing here. And he'll tell you about his story. Mike Phillips is such a genuinely cool guy, and I just love the stories that he has on it. And so he didn't let that stop him. So I feel like with detailing, nothing can stop you. Like, don't let anything stop you, and don't let your economic position or your lifestyle, don't let anything stop you. Just keep going, man.
Yeah, and back to the point I was making about being a hobbyist, it goes the same for the hobbyists. Like, it's not like some hobbies where you just sort of reach the end of it. It's always just when you think you've learned enough to keep you satisfied, new products, new techniques, new equipment come out. It's a fantastic hobby as well as a career.
Yeah, and it's so cheap. That's my favorite part. It's cheap. It's good value. Like, you don't have to spend a lot to detail. Just go spend $100 on a little kit, and you're good to go.
Well, yeah. I love the part when my friends come over with their new cars and they're just like at my mercy. What do I do to keep it clean? Teach me these things. And keeping your new car clean is more important to more people than keeping your new car modified or, these things. So it's helped connect me with a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a cool kit right there. That's a cool kit to buy, man. It has a great amount of products. You literally just buy a kit like that, and it comes in a bucket, and it's in the trunk of your car, and it comes with this cool lid, like that lid on the side. It like snaps on the top. And all that stuff's in there. It's like so easy to do, and that's what's great about detailing, man. The fun and the ease of use. That my thing is, I have a new kid. He's 9 months old. I'm gonna have that kid detailing ASAP, and like I'm gonna have that kid doing cool stuff ASAP, and he's gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. We're all gonna have a good time together. And people get to spend time with their families and their kids.
Heck yeah.
And it's good just for people to just get out, and doing cool stuff like that.
Does that kit qualify for 30% off?
I tried to sell
more by the end of the month.
When I was having a baby, it was kind of in the pandemic, and like we were talking about that. So I Googled like how much is like baby worth? Like into Google, how much is baby worth? It's surprising. It only came up with like $40,000. It said more depending on color of skin and race. Male,
I misspoke. I didn't mean your kid. I meant the kit.
I know, it's being sarcastic, but I thought it was kind of bullshit that Google says that a child is only worth $40,000. I was like, wow,
on a good day.
On the United States, that's how much like the birth costs.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Oh man, this has been great, Mike. Why don't we end things off? Can you tell people what's coming up on the live?
Oh yeah, let me go to my.
And then we'll hang out with Greg a little bit back behind stage.
I'm gonna give you a good props. This is actually a great live. A lot of people ask me to come on lives, and this is a good one. I actually wasn't expecting it to be a good one. When Mike called me up, hey, what's up? My name's Mike. You want to do like a podcast or a live stream? And this is like a month ago. I was like, dude, hit me up at the end of the month. Like, it's just too early. Like, and then boom, now we're here having a good time.
He's got them booked months in advance.
I do. I got so our next one will be Jack's Wax, and then in July we got Projet. September we got TOC, which is up there in your neck of the woods, Rick.
Yep, they're a supplier up here.
And really then Coach Kemi and the end of August.
Awesome.
Coach Kemi.
Coach Kemi. I don't know how to say their name correctly. I think that's kind of right.
I think it's Coach Kemi.
I don't know.
Like I want to know what it'd be like working for Coach Kemi. I'd be like, hi, my name's John. I work for Coach Kemi. Like,
Well, if you go on Instagram and go to Mountain Town Detailing, he actually just started working with them. He was working for another company and his own detailing business for like 18 years, and then just the other day, that was his last day working. Now he works for Kosh Kimi.
that's great. That's interesting about detailing. Anybody ever looking to like transition? If you have enough passion for this industry, you can transition to working for larger detailing companies. Like I'm over here at Mastersonswax Car Care. We just expanded a lot. We're hiring like 15 new people, right? And we want like creative people who know about detailing and that type of stuff, right? And maybe if that interests somebody, hit up a company like that. But the only way you're going to get that job is if you just call the company and ask, "Are you guys hiring?"
Yep.
That's the only way, And I'll give you a good example. All the people that have hired in the past year, 2 years, the only people I've hired are people who have just walked in my door and said, "Are you guys hiring?" Believe it or not, believe it or not, this one girl, she came into our shop 20 times with her dad. She was like 22 years old. She'd come in every day with her dad. "Are you guys hiring?" I said, "Just follow back, hit me up next week. Are you guys hiring? Hit me up next week. Are you guys hiring? Hit me up next week." Literally, one day, somebody quit because they were moving. They're moving out of the state or something. And she walked in that same day. "You're hired." And she worked with us for like 2 years.
That's awesome.
Right?
I thought you were going to say she ended up being your wife.
No.
Your baby's mama. I wouldn't have believed that, but I would have loved it. Well, listen, Greg, on behalf of Mike, myself, and our Papa Smurf is usually on these things, but tonight's his birthday. We want to thank you for spending this evening with us. Yeah. And honestly, for giving the code, making the code available for our viewers. And that's good till what did you say? The end of July?
End of June.
End of June.
End of June. Yeah.
Oh, just a few more days, people. Just a few more days.
Yep.
Yeah. End of the month.
There we go.
Very much appreciated.
There's another Dean detailing breakdown. Just got his order in.
I know people. Somebody got an order. Somebody said, "I want to try the new coating." Ben Hanny. Hey, thanks a lot, Ben, in Las Vegas. We're gonna send you out that free coating just for you.
Fantastic.
And now that
means there's one spot left.
Yeah, one spot left.
What
are you gonna try?
Get in there
on the live stream for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully, hopefully Rick and Mike, hopefully you guys can both go to SEMA. Hopefully all three of us can go to dinner at the Golden Steer. I'm gonna make that reservation tomorrow for Wednesday.
Nice.
And so if you guys show up,
I just got to get some free time from my 9 to 5.
Well, you're on vacation now for the next 6 weeks.
Well, SEMA's
not until November, though. Huh?
Wasn't the Rona going around that time of the year or something like that?
Yeah.
Might be right.
Everybody's gotten it.
I'm feeling tightness.
Yeah.
All right, again. Yeah. Greg, stick around. We want to chat to you a little bit behind stage, but we got to let these people get on and get their kids to bed. And thanks, everyone, for joining us. Mike, thanks for putting this together.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for watching. And we look forward to having you here next time. I like that.
Heck yeah.